I had my daughter in my hand on New Year's when the ball dropped. I just was staring at her. This gotta be the year. Yeah, 2021, I wish the biggest bag ever. For myself and for my niggas, cause they don't know how much I love them. It's a saying that luck could get you killed. Be praying that it's genuine and I'ma give it to them still. Real shit, treat that money like the love of my life. A lot of friends done turn foe, but fuck them niggas for life. I gotta watch out what I say, cause they gon' try to indict. Look what they do to rap niggas, I gotta slide with this pipe. Married to the game, still solid I remain. Too much blood for a napkin, shit I be trying to wash the stains. Underrated like the 6 past years. And shit the crazy part is, these bitches know I'm great, these niggas know I'm great. So many times I feel like I was ready and they was saying wait. Hey, let's talk about the times they ate and I ain't get a play. Hit the road and caught a case, yeah. But I'ma leave it in God's hand, it's God's plan. Yeah. Came up alone and I ain't need nobody else. They said the streets don't love me, had to find out for myself. I've been taking these drugs, I'm hoping, praying that they help. I've been missing my dog, wish I could tell them how I felt. All these demons around me, I cannot think for just myself. And they want me to talk about it, I keep it to myself. Visit the bodies, wish I could take back what I saw. There's something about you, I just keep doing on.
Let's get hammered.
Your terms is acceptable.
Yeah.
Like Sopranos level baller.
YouTube is the #1 site for millions of creators online. But as more people flood to the platform,
there's a certain strain of bacteria called Lactobacillus reuteri that will help you grow bigger balls. There was a
Look, niggas get shot to start the hiding. When my niggas got shot, we started sliding. Biggie BK provoked the violence. Big Leaky G just broke in silence. I load the 30 shot with hollows. I bet a nigga back up off me. I give a sexy mama do say, I better make her match my horny. They know love got a sturdy 30, and I got my own, so you know I'm never worried. You know gang got the summer hot, Baby, that structure, we legendary. I said, baby, that structure, swag. I cannot stop till I touch your back. I just might tuck a stack. Fuck about 20 and double back. I put that double G up on my T. Make her marry for the jean. Mike Jack glove, coolin' with a tree. Make her toast the Billie Jean. Shit get explicit. I'm still making movies. I've been making movies since a teen. My side's wicked. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. I don't really know the in between. That style different. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. That's a fact. My Mary's on from the wavy. Rock my gray bottom to the back. When I'm in my bag, I got a sexy mama. She attractive. Help a nigga cool back. It get harder when you living fast. It be hard for niggas to relax. My brother got all of his jewelry on. He look like a stain, so he keep a strap. Baby, I'm hounded. G5 a medallion. I need a presidential rollie. Brand new drip made by Italians. And it's runs up in my blunt. If it ain't accurate, ain't nothing in my car. I put that double G up on my T. Make her marry for the jean. Mike Jack glove, coolin' with a tree. Make her toast the Billie Jean. Shit get explicit. I'm still making movies. I've been making movies since a teen. My side's wicked. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. I don't really know the in between. That style different. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. That's a fact. My Mary's on from the wavy. Rock my gray bottom to the back. When I'm in my bag, I got a sexy mama. She attractive. Help a nigga cool back. It get harder when you living fast. It be hard for niggas to relax.
When I'm training for professional competitions, men and women always ask me for advice. To women, I say push yourself harder than you ever have before and go beyond your comfort zone. Focus on your goals. Men, if I am willing to push myself to become Mr. Olympia in 2022, then I only have one thing to say to you. Bring your A game.
Here we go again.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SheepStaysLeepTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform, man. Much love. Salute to everybody that's tuned in right now. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to y'all. I know it's been a minute, but we back. So make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like the stream, man. Make sure you share it on your community tab. Anywhere that you share videos, make sure you share this video. We're going to get into it today, man. We're going to get into it. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries, man. Like I said, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream. This is your first time here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on SheepStaysLeepTV, man. Make sure you financially support the show. Make sure you financially support the show. You can do that by going to CashApp $SheepStaysLeepTV. That's CashApp $SheepStaysLeepTV. If you have CashApp, that is where you can go. The CashApp name is also in your top left-hand corner of the screen. Make sure you financially support the show. If you got any questions, any comments, and you would like me to acknowledge them, put it through with your super chat, and I will acknowledge it, man. So shout out to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody that's tuned in. Like I said, make sure you like and share the stream. Shout out to everybody that's coming through today. You see the title, man. The title is Pointing Out Her Failures. Pointing out her failures doesn't make you a success. Pointing out her failures doesn't make you a success. Now, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because I see that it is a very common thing nowadays where everybody in this whole social media, internet thing that the whole world is pretty much immersed in at this point, you know, due to, COVID. And it's like everybody's in the gender war. And I see that a lot of the men have feel that it's profitable and see that it's profitable for them to jump back on this bandwagon to build their platforms. And I'm not mad, to each his own, but you just can't complain about what you don't see and what you don't have when you've pretty much contributed to what's going on. So I'm gonna just leave that there, because see, at this point, what a lot of us guys got to understand is, if you haven't realized that a woman doesn't define who you are, then all of this stuff that you've been around here talking about really is null and void. Shout out to All CNI. He says, KS Fanboys, aka the title of the show. Shout out to All CNI, man. But I don't know if you guys really don't understand how far a lot of guys is behind the ball, seriously. And I'm talking about mentally. Because the constant rehashment of the same talking points over and over and over, the constant facts that's put out there, the videos, all of the things that we see, as a group of men, we should already have understood that the majority of our women, the majority of them, I'm talking about like 98%. I've always said that. It's pretty much done. This is why I said months ago that the men in this space should have been moved on from talking about women. And we should have been moved on from talking about women because we already understand what our women have decided to do. So pointing out over and over and over what she decided to do doesn't make us successful in what we're trying to accomplish in life. See, I need you guys to understand this. This is why I did the stream, The Fatherless Manosphere, because a lot of you guys still are not self-identified. You dudes are still waiting for women to straighten up for you to become something. This is why you dudes constantly talk about this shit. If your mama couldn't make you a man, how was any other chick out here gonna make you a man? If your mama couldn't make you a man, how was any other woman out here gonna make you a man? So why I don't understand why are we so invested in what these women are doing? Why? No matter what they do, it's not going to determine what you are or what you become. All of that is predicated on you. This is why I don't understand why dudes spend their time and invest their money in the same shit over and over and over. Then you wonder why I say that the guys around here has a BDSM fetish, because you guys like torture. You guys like to be humiliated. Why? Because you continue to do the things to get you humiliated. You dudes like to run around here and use the talking point, I'm on my purpose, as a defense mechanism to why you don't get women, right? But if you were so much on your purpose and not worried about women, then why the hell do you sit on platforms and panels where all they talk about is women and how to get women? And what you do is you sit on these panels and you point out all of her wrongs and all of her inconsistencies and all of her failures to substantiate why you're on your purpose and why you're not worried about women because they're so messed up. Now, you pointing out how much women are messed up, right? Does that change the fact that you're lonely? Let me ask you that again. You pointing out all of that shit about her, right? Does that change the fact that you're lonely? Does that change the fact that you're unhappy? Does that change the fact that you're depressed, that you are unfulfilled, that you are emotionally and spiritually bankrupt? Her being all of that, does that change those things I just pointed out in your life? See, this is the problem. Y'all don't want to hear this type of shit. Y'all don't want to have real man conversations. Y'all don't really want to have masculine conversations. Because if we talking to men and we're dealing with men, we know that women don't define men. So who cares if all of these women are on OnlyFans? Negro, who cares? Who cares if they selling they vaginas? Who cares? Does that stop you from being great? It sounds like it does. It sounds like it does. Pointing out her failures don't stop you from being a success. Shout out to Black Goliath. He said, salute, brethren. Much respect. Much respect, Black Goliath. Appreciate it. Shout out to Double C. He said, is it torture if you're paying for it? Isn't it torture if you're paying for it? Shout out to Double C. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course. It's a fetish. It's a fetish. So yeah, they'll pay for it. See, I want to have the real man conversation. Okay, your baby mother could be whatever, but does that stop you from being you? See, those the men I want to have the conversation with. Those the men. Because those are the men that are actually going to do things. See, because when my parents broke up, that didn't stop my dad from being my dad. See, this is why I say the things that I say on here to you brothers. You see? And not because I'm just speaking from a standpoint of, well, my dad did it, so you got, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there's examples there. So why don't you focus on being the example instead of being the norm? Why don't you be the rarity of the situation instead of being the norm? You see? Why don't you go against the stereotype instead of speaking to the stereotype? See, you guys on here are blaming women for all the shit that they've done, for the reasons why y'all keep substantiating the stereotype about us. See, y'all are saying, well, it's okay for us to keep doing what we doing and allowing the media to keep portraying us in the way that they portray us. And then we substantiate it with the shit that we do around here and the things that we promote and the things that we make popular. And these things be to our own detriment in the end. And then what we can't keep turning around and saying, well, you know, if the women decided to do this and, you know, if the women just decided to do that. All right, but did that stop you from falling short? And I'm not talking about falling short in the relationship. I'm talking about falling short in your life as a man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about falling short in terms of you being her man and all of that shit, because we all know that sometimes that shit don't work out. But did that stop you from being the best you? And a lot of you dudes allow that. This is why y'all come up here and y'all point out her failures as if that speaks to why you haven't been successful. A lot of you dudes blame y'all shortcomings in life on women. You do. See, I'm all into brothers stating what happened to them and how it hurt them. But my thing is how do we stop the cycle? How do we stop a cycle? How? How do we break the psychological chain if we don't challenge what it is we're up against? If we don't do the abnormal thing. See, if we do what they expect us to do, which is to sit up here and constantly talk about it over and over and over and over and talk about what she didn't do and why she didn't do it and why she's never going to do it. But you're never getting up here talking about what you're doing to combat that. What are you doing to make sure that your son don't have to deal with that? And if he does, he knows how to combat that. See, that's the conversation the men need to be having. That's the conversation that's more important. Not why she want to go shake her ass in Magic City and don't want to come home and feed her babies. Because we already know why she wants to do that. We already know why she twerking in front of the baby. We already know why. We still talking about that? Let's talk about why you picked a stripper to be your baby mama. Let's talk about that though. And I'm not saying let's talk about that in the realms of trying to play you or to make you look bad. I want to get into the psychology of what made you choose a stripper. See, I'm not into bashing dudes. See, I get up here and roast your ass. See, I'm not opposed to that. Every Saturday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we got the comedy hour, and it will be back this Saturday. So I'm not opposed to roasting, but getting up here and just shitting on brothers is not something I do. I want to understand the psychology behind it. Like, yo, what is making dudes do this? That's the conversation we need to have as men. If we did a meetup right now, a lot of dudes would just be getting up and talking about YouTube chicks. We all will be together, and you Negroes will be sitting about who you like on YouTube, and in your phone showing niggas pictures of who you got off YouTube. This is what be going on, man. You see? And this is because you don't have no SOS. Period. This is why you sit around and you play the blame game. Because you got too much time to do it. You got too much time to do it. You have too much empty mental space. This is why women is filling up that space and not something constructive for men. See, her not ever maturing and being the woman. Shout out to Hill Zen. Appreciate you, family. Salute. See, her not ever maturing enough and becoming what you need her to become for you should never stop you from reaching the finish line. Because you can always go out and find different help. There's more women out there. And sometimes you dudes gotta get off the prowl. Stop being so thirsty and get off the prowl and focus on your purpose. Women are all around. Women are everywhere you go. Everything in this universe is male and female. Everything. So listen, brothers, nowhere that you're ever going to walk, you're never going to see women. Understand this. Understand this. A lot of you dudes get treated messed up in relationships because a lot of you dudes be thirsty. Y'all like to lay up under y'all women and sit up under y'all women all day. The women that y'all deal with don't see y'all actually doing nothing. Y'all worried about what she doing. And then when she's not doing something up to par that you think, you want to sit there and bash her for it and talk about it. When you could be focused on what you're doing. This is the problem. We already know what it is. It's not a secret. We understand. But what is going to determine success for you as a man? First, you got to have a system. You have to have a system. Then you have to have order. You have to organize your life in a certain way. Now, we know that you dudes have a system, The system is just messed up. It's a poor value system. This is why you're sitting around focused on women. If we know, it's a consensus that the nature of women is chaos, right? And the nature of man is order, the male, right? Why the hell are we sitting around focused on chaos? That right there shows that your values were replaced with bullshit. See, because for the most part, women love bullshit. Because they love chaos. So why? Because that's their nature. So why are you sitting around focused on a chaotic person? A person that could go from here to there in 5 seconds. And with all the shit our women went through, most of our women are bipolar and schizophrenic. So they're really chaotic. They're really chaotic. And you sitting around focused on that? And you wonder why you got a brain aneurysm. You wonder why you can't get off the bottle. Because you are immersed in chaos. That's what you are as a man. When you sitting around pointing out everything she doing wrong, everything she won't do for you. Right? You are delving into chaos. This is why you see things are turning up. The levels of chaos is raising. Old shit is starting to be brought back up into space. Because the dudes are immersed in chaos with the women. They're immersed in chaos with the women. That's why it's a full-out gender war again. Because the dudes wouldn't just focus on the men. Focus on building brotherhood. Focus on SOS. Systems, orders, and structure. Focus on the first S, which is a system. You have to first reverse our values as men. See, that's the first thing. This is why I'm saying what I'm saying today. Pointing out her failures don't make you a success. Pointing out her failures don't make you big man on campus. You got to actually do shit. She got to see you doing things. She got to see you progressing. And I'm saying that because a lot of you dudes only look at yourselves as men based on how women look at y'all anyway. And I'm trying to tell y'all, and Ben have trying to tell y'all since I've been here, a woman don't define your manhood. A woman don't define you. A woman can't make you. A woman can't break you. I did a whole relationship series. Go to my playlist section and check it out. I did a whole relationship series. You dudes are too focused on what they're doing and what they're not doing. This is why it's nothing getting done on our side. This is why we still fall behind. And this is why you dudes still have the complaints you're going to have. And I'm saying we need to change this shit up, because our sons and grandsons and great-great-grandsons gonna have the same goddamn issues. See, that's being a failure to me, in my eyes. That's a failure. That's a failure. When you haven't made any changes, not even a change in the mentality. You ain't gotta have, you may have not been able to accumulate all of the money and the financial resources. But were you able to implement a new mindset into your family? Somebody gonna get it right, because the mindset is there. You see? The mindset is there. The system is there. The system is there. The value system is there. It's there. So yeah, you may have not come from all of this money, but you come from honorable men. You come from men with high values. And see, a man with high values is a priceless man. See, that's a man that could get to the bag. It may take you time, but you're going to get there. Because a man with high values is always going to be rewarded. He's always going to be rewarded. You see? So if you value sitting around talking about what women not doing, right? If that's what you value the most, what do you think you're going to get out of this as men? What do you think the return is going to be in your investment? Because y'all are investing a lot of time in talking about women who are never going to decide to fix what they know is wrong with them. What do you think is going to be the return on that investment? That's my question. What do you think is going to be the return on that? If we're speaking in terms of success. And I'm not just speaking in financial terms when I say investment. I mean investing your time, investing your wisdom, your knowledge, because that's what you're supposed to bring to a woman. That's what your light is composed of. That's what you're supposed to bring to a woman's life. This is why she is supposed to serve you. This is why she's supposed to serve you. She's supposed to serve you because you invest in her. You're investing your light into her. That is why she's supposed to be at your service. You see? But you're not getting no service in return. You're not getting no service. So you're going to keep investing every day. You dudes get up here and talk about every day. Every day. Every day. See, you dudes don't want to heal. And that's the problem. You don't want to heal. See, y'all think that you're going to heal when she decides to heal. You see? See, I'm not waiting for a woman for me to become what I want to become in life. See, either you're going to help me or you're not. It's just that simple. Either you're going to help me get to where I want to go or you're not. Or you're not. But guess what? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. See, that's masculinity. Because as a man, strength is used to overcome odds. You see? Strength. That's what strength is for. But a lot of you guys are not mentally tough enough. Y'all are not mentally tough enough. This is why y'all keep leaning and thinking y'all gonna rest on her failures. You can't rest on a woman's failures. You a man. You can't rest on her failures. See, as men, we understand that even sometimes a man has to have foresight, because we understand that we expect our women to do nut shit. We expect our women to go crazy one day in the store, and now she needs some extra money for some shit. So you put that extra little money to the side for a reason. This is why you never let your woman know how much money you got. See, you got to protect her from her. Because why? She's a chaos being. She's a chaos being. You can't sit there and totally rely on her all the goddamn time to always perform. Especially with the media, with the influence of the media, where they're promoting our women to be lazier in the bedroom. They promoting our women to be lazier around the house. That's why they made all these new goddamn housing appliances. They got shit that could vacuum the whole house by itself. They got robots you could go buy, and the shit'll vacuum the whole house for you. Your woman don't gotta do nothing no more. Oh, but that's gonna stop you from being a man, right? That's gonna stop you from getting where you need to go? Hell no. As a man, you know what you do? You get what you could get out of her, and you use that, nigga. That's what you're supposed to do. Let's get real here. See, we're afraid to be real in this space. See, we're afraid to have them real men conversations. You know them real men conversations when y'all sitting there and y'all all done had a couple of beers and y'all cursing and spitting and all that, but it's nothing but real talk being spewed. See, that's what's need to be had. And y'all scared of that. Y'all scared of that. That's why y'all want to keep sitting around to, well, you know, these women, and the women decided to do, and the women decided, and the women decided. And what did you decide to do? All I hear y'all talking about is what the women decided to do. All I hear is y'all talking about, man, why women did that? Man, why they did that? I don't hear y'all saying, all right, yeah, they decided to do that, but we doing this. Brothers, let's get together and do this. I don't hear that conversation. When I hear men constantly talking about what they decided to do and what she decided to do, and she decided and she did, and she did, that sound like she's the leader. That's what that sound like to me. That sound like she's the leader. That sounds like you're following her system. And you know her system is the system of chaos. Chaos. And the system of white supremacy represents what? The system of chaos. This is why she connects with the white patriarchy, which creates the gynocracy. Because both systems in which they're ran on is chaotic, is demonic. This is why they're intertwined. That's the spiritual connection. See, that's the spiritual connection. But I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna get real esoteric because you know I ain't gonna go there. Y'all don't like when I go there. So, but that's the real connection. But I just had to point that out. See, your nature is order. So your system that you employ has to be a system that will create order. See, her system creates disorder, chaos. You see? So why you worrying about her? Her system is benefiting her. And if you know that this system is not your system and it doesn't benefit you, then let's talk about us making a system. Or you're too scared to do that. Which one? Which one? See, I understand if a lot of you guys are scared. I know. Because this is nothing but a replay of what went on back in the Panther days. A lot of dudes were scared. Because what did the Panthers do? They implemented what? Their own system to combat the system of debauchery, the system of chaos. Because what? Men represent what? Order. Order. What the hell you think the light represents? How you think the light give? How you think you get light in the darkness? Because we give order to chaos. But how we going to do that when we running on her system? How we going to do that? When we running on her system and not employing our own. when we're not valuing ourselves enough. See, her system doesn't tell her to value us. She doesn't benefit valuing us because her system is not ran by us. See, I don't think y'all fully understand, because if y'all did, y'all wouldn't be talking about the shit. We be done moved on to something productive as men. Her system doesn't speak to her showing gratitude to you. That's why she don't. Y'all don't get it yet? That's why I did the show PIMP, properly implementing my program. You have to implement your own program. You can't think, oh, I'm a black man, so she just gonna run with what I say. Nah, bruh. No. See, she run with the little pale boy because her and the pale boy got something in common. Their nature is chaos. Y'all don't understand. See, this is why I constantly say it's a spiritual war. I just don't try to go into the esoteric thing. But this is why I constantly say this, because when you understand it on that level, you will never not understand what we're really fighting against. You see? This is why she's in cahoots with that boy. Because his system feeds her chaos. She could get drunk as hell. She could have sex and bust as many nuts as she want. She could eat all the poor food she wants that her fantasy, tells her to do. She could be as vain as she want to be. Do all types of foul shit to her body, her face. That's what that boy's system tells her. It speaks to her nature. All the things you want to do, baby girl, come and join me. See, I talked about this in my Gynocracy series where I spoke on how demons be talking to these women. Y'all think it's a game. It's time for us to focus on us. And the women that want to help us, they'll come along. They'll find us. You'll come across one some way, somehow. See, pointing out her failures. You know what pointing out her failures do? I'm gonna say some shit y'all not gonna like. But of course, I've been saying that. I've been doing that. Pointing out her failures actually empowers her. Pointing out her failures actually empowers her. Oh, she's a thought. Oh, she's a thought. Yeah, that empowers her. It empowers her when you call her a thought. When you call when you're calling her a OnlyFans thought, that makes her feel good about doing OnlyFans, you idiot. You know why? Because what you're doing is you're telling her what she's doing is working. That's what you're doing. If you ignore them, you know what they're going to do? Hey, guys, look at us. Hey, it's women over here. We're shaking our asses, guys. Guys. It's women over here. Look at us. We're shaking our asses. It's ass and titties, guys. Because that's the nature of women. That is their nature. So when you point out them out there showing their titties and ass, they're going to go show some more. Start ignoring these thought monkeys. Start ignoring these beauty supply store flip-flop wearers. Now you got girls coming out with whole boy shorts and straight wife beaters as outfits. Start ignoring them when they walking down Collins when you in Miami. When you out here in South Carolina or Myrtle Beach. Start ignoring them little thoughts. Start ignoring them. Start ignoring them. Stop patronizing them. Stop offering them shit and see what they do. Hey, look at us. We shaking ass for free over here, guys. Just to get some attention. So you could solidify them being chaotic. See, y'all really don't understand women. This is why over and over, y'all keep talking about some shit y'all said y'all understood. See, you know what a chaos being does? A chaos being self-destructs. Let me repeat that. A chaos being self-destructs. That is what we have to let the majority of these women do. The one who don't have no faith in themselves, the one who already done threw in the towel and decided to be a full-fledged demon, let them go. They're going to self-destruct. That is what chaos beings does. See, when you don't want to come to the light, when you don't want to come to the man and get the proper light, so you can have order in your life and you don't self-destruct. See? But if you don't want that, go ahead. Because guess what? I'm going to be who I'm going to be regardless, baby girl. And that is the stance we have to begin to take. And stand on it. And stand on it. And stand on it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this show up, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. You enjoyed the show, donate to the show. CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV is where you can go. CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV is where you can go. If you donated to the show, I appreciate it. If you donate to the show, I appreciate it. If you haven't yet, financially support the show. All other donation links will be in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries. Shout out to everybody who came through once again. And I'm back. Still getting over some things, but I'm back. Fellas. So, y'all stay tuned. We got a lot of new things coming up on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Y'all stay tuned for that. We got a whole new lineup coming up, man. Y'all stay tuned for that in these upcoming weeks. We got a whole new thing coming through, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. I appreciate everybody who's been holding it down and supporting me. You know, shout out to the whole A-Game family for supporting me in my downtime. You know, salute to them. Salute to the masculine mercenaries for reaching out to me and holding me down and you know, just showing the brother proper love and support, man. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you if y'all still been rocking with me, rocking with my content. You know, 2 days in YouTube is like 2 weeks. So, like I said, I'm definitely back. So stay tuned for more content. Stay tuned, like I said, for a whole new thing coming. Because, man, we on our A game over here, man. We on our A game. And if you want to get on this A game lifestyle, fellas, all you got to do is hit the link in the description box. So you got to do, man. Hit the link in the description box to join this A game lifestyle. This A game lifestyle provides us strength, vitality, energy, and it definitely helps us with our libido as men, fellas. So join this A game lifestyle. Let's begin to upgrade. Give ourselves a full upgrade, fellas. And this product, this great product, will begin to give you that upgrade that you're looking for in life. This is why I say it's a lifestyle, man. So hit the link in the description box. At the checkout, type in promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10 at the checkout. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate all the support. And I will be back. So y'all stay tuned, man. DS1 Ross, I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. And remember, fellas, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. We'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Okay, we're downloading A-Game's formula.
3, 2, 1.